up. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here's Love looking to pass on the first play. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Love, they go play action now. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Packers had 10-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Throw there by Love, pulled in by Reed. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Love now. And this is caught at the end. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Ready, go. White.
Going back to Love. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Ready?
Love. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. this group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for DeAndre Swift. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, right?
Without a doubt.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Rodgers. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick, obviously the blocking.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. The big fella. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only a scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
It's right caught the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
52 blaster, green jacket, yellow, zoom. Blaster, stay.
Love looking to throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Drill green. Ready.
Here's Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now it's Rodgers. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
This is Swift on the counter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Over here.
To throw, it's Rodgers. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throwing to the hands of McLaurin.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 9.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get 1st half scores just like this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Terry McLaurin, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half.
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, set.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner 1st half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
To throw now, here's Love.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Set, ready.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with a 17-7 lead, maybe they're just looking to get into the locker room. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Second down, Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Hut.
Working out of the gun. Love. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Black Ultra. Blue, go. Set, go.
To the air again. Love. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go. Set. Edo Blue. 43 rail. Ready.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. And quickly they get to the line. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He'll get this off to Swift. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bears. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have got it back to within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And this will be a Packers first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Right.
On play action. Love to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Ready.
Now Love. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here we go. Here we
These
go.
Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown.
Christian Watson.
27 yards.
And the Packers are able to extend their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 5. They run out of the gun with Swift.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question.
And how about this? A fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Okay, that was a fake punt, and it was successful throwing the football. I know you threw the football in your past off of a fake.
Yeah, but unsuccessful back in my high school days. Old Tim Jones dropped it, hit him right in the numbers. But I'll tell you what, these guys, they love this opportunity, don't they? A chance to get involved.
They certainly do, and many of them were quarterbacks or big-time players when they were in high school and college. So to get back doing what they did before, always fun.
Shotgun now for Rodgers.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Swift going to try up the middle.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run.
Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Rodgers sliding to a stop with a first down. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
A little short pass. This is Everett. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Rodgers. Going for right side here, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers now to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Aaron Rodgers. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a Packers first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 5th. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. Runs over.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
Love's throw brought in by Watson.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go, set. Ready, ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the fourth most in a single season.
And the Packers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready. Pause, red.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
That's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. The extra point by Slye is up and good.
And the lead is now 24.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Hey, 88.
On first down, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire...
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go.
Rodgers going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
26. Box it. Look at this.
Now Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Okay, ready? Hut.
On 2nd down now. It's Lloyd. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.